hope you all are buckled up for this one, because this is going to be a doozy. You're in the right spot. It's New Comic Book Day Wednesday. Stay tuned. Holy shit, is this a massive Wednesday. Good gravy. Man. Welcome to the chat, everybody. Welcome to the Comic Dojo. Welcome to Wednesday. Hey, y'all. It's previews week. Don't forget your previews. If you're like me and you still like flipping through the old paper one. So sit back, buckle up, because this is absurd. We're going to go over this here tonight. We're going to hit up that chat again here, or we're going to hit up the chat here pretty soon. A couple of major announcements. I've also got the massive stack of slabs here for the Slabaganza giveaway coming up. We will preview those as well, because if you guys haven't noticed, I just realized we're only like 15 subs away from reaching that goal. That's pretty epic. Also got a killer back issue grab out of the bins at the LCS. So let's hit up this chat. Let's see who's here hanging out before we get into this absurd stack of books. Good gravy. We had Paul Dunn here hanging out from the very get-go. Good to see you, man. Mishu Seaman, good to see you. Comic D's nuts, absolutely. Slim Comics and more. What's up, man? Good to see you. Come on, Mama. Good to see you, too. Thanks for being here. Oh, you don't miss me at all. You don't miss me at all. Paul Dunn says, hey-o, what's going on, man? Luke's Comics, bro. Him. What is up, man? Thanks for being here. A little fist bump action for Zuni on a Wednesday, right? Still rolling down. Ian, good to see you, man. Happy New Comic Book Day, everybody. Seriously, happy New Comic Book Day. Paul Dunn says 14 away. 14 away from activating that Slabaganza giveaway. I owe a real big thanks to Tales from the Flipside crew and Sibelman's Comics for a couple of big shout-outs and sending some people over this way. So we're almost there. It's about ready to start. It's about time to start planning that big Slabaganza giveaway. Happy New Comic Book Day. You too, Ian. Absolutely. Slabaganza giveaway. Josh G, good to see you. Thanks for being here. New sub. Thanks to Flipside. Yes, hey, thanks for popping on over from Flipside, man. Those guys are a blast. I hope to spend a little bit more time with them here soon. It's been way too long since I've been hanging out with those guys. So welcome to New Comic Book Day Wednesday down here in the ComicManAndy Comic Cave and Comic Dojo, where this week's episode is absolutely absurd. This is just an absolutely absurd amount of books to pick up this week, and it's nuts. So without further ado, while everybody's here hanging out, filtering in, we're just going to roll right into the books so this doesn't become an hour and a half long episode tonight. We're starting with Marvel this week. No DC books. That's right, no DC books for me this week, which is kind of the norm for me, but Perry Comics, Peepin' Perry's People's in the People Poop Pop Poppin' chat. Either way, Perry, if you guys don't know Perry's Comics, be sure you're checking out Perry's Comics on all the socials out there and check him out on Instagram. His latest little video clip about New Comic Book Day was absolutely dead on and hilarious. Thank you, Perry, for being here. Zombie Dance, good to see you. Howdy. Great week for comics, in your opinion. Absolutely. Yes, we are 14 away. It kind of keeps trickling away. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Absolutely. Me either. Yes. We all know it's going to be an hour and a half. I'll try to trim it up. At least if it's an hour and a half, that just means that the last half of the episode is a recap for everybody coming around to hang out after the fact. But Marvel. We're on to Marvel, and you guys are going to hate me this week. This week, we'll just call this week the reading pile week, because I lost track of time. I even started a couple minutes late because I was still reading. Star Wars 15 hits the reading pile. Like I said, I'm buying everything Star Wars so that I don't miss out on those issues. It's going to have to be either later tonight or tomorrow. I will not trim up that beard. This beard just got trimmed up and is absolutely epic right now. Mishu, good to see you, but the beard has got to stay. Beard's got to stay. Piggy's out, brother. Daywalker, just in time. Speaking of Star Wars. Daywalker, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Mastodon Comics and Music, I am honored, man. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Yes, first book up, Star Wars issue 15, hits the reading pile. Just short on time this week. So short on time that even last Wednesday, I didn't even make it here to do a show. And I really regretted that. I really regretted hanging out with you guys and talking comic books for a little while last Wednesday. Then Star Wars, The High Republic, number 7, also hits the reading pile. Fantastic cover, but it's hitting the reading pile. The 1 in 25 we were able to get as well, and that is the height variant. Sounds like this guy's just trying to get a little high. Height variant? No? Yes? No? Maybe so? Either way. The 1 in 25 hits the stack. That's going to hit the short box there for the collection. And also the action figure variant. I'm kind of digging these. I was not really a fan of action figure variants for the longest time, and it wasn't just recently until War of the Bounty Hunters came out with that Boba Fett action figure and the escapes me at the moment, but there's another action figure, the Dengar action figure variant. Those are good stuff. I'm kind of digging them. I just can't slip down that rabbit hole of trying to collect all of those books from the past and going on in the future. This is just gonna be a little collecting stint. We're still sticking with Marvel. Daredevil issue 32 is out. I made it halfway through this before I realized it was 8 o'clock and had to get ready because I wanted to set up and hang out with you guys. Daredevil 32, once again, the most underrated ongoing series from Marvel, in my opinion. I'm digging where they're going with the story, and I don't want to spoil it, but I just love it when Bullseye gets in the mix, right? And Elektra as Daredevil, it's a fire cover. I loved Elektra as Daredevil. I love what they're doing with that. Digging that. Once again, thank you to Brian Simpleman's Comics several years ago putting me onto that and telling me that I would be disappointed if I missed out on it. Josh G, I'm with you, man. Daredevil 32 is awesome. I'm only halfway through it, but I'm digging it. I can't wait to see what the end is. Peter Parker's Pants. Good to see you. Say that 5 times fast. Hey, ComicManAndy. Happy new comic book day, Peter. Good to see you. Department of Truth. Oh, man, I don't even know. Issue 11 hits the reading pile. I'll say it like I do every time Department of Truth hits out. I have to absorb this. This isn't something I can just sit down and read and have an opinion on it right away. I got to sit and soak this one up. I wonder, can I do it without, can I just soak it up? Nope, not going to work. So issue 11 hits the reading pile. I'm digging what they're doing with Department of Truth. And that final printing of number 1 finally hit. Either way, they final 6th printing was out. I didn't grab a cover. I just don't feel like buying up all of the extra printings of Department of Truth. I don't know where you guys are at. That 6th printing, I'm seeing it everywhere. I'm seeing stacks of them everywhere. So it seems like it's pretty heavily ordered. So that's it. We ran right from Marvel, Rain Image. That's the only Image book this week. What a disaster, Paul Dunn says. Oh, no. It's all being reprinted. Oh, that's right. So I didn't realize they were going to go and reprint it all. Department of Truth, issue 11. If I remember what the guys at the LCS correctly, cover A, this cover here, is actually supposed to be the 1 in 25 or something to that nature. And then the one that was the 1 in 50 is the only one not being reprinted. So there's your, if this becomes a key, or if it is a key, or if there's something important here, there's the book that you want for number 11. Then is that 1 in 50. I didn't realize they were reprinting all of it. They just kind of talked about it a little bit. The LCS, the guys were saying, I think that they mentioned this was supposed to be the 1 in 25 cover, and the other cover was supposed to be the A cover. And I'm actually glad this mix-up happened because I like this cover a whole lot better. Number 1 6th print, not 11. Yeah. The 1 in 50 is the only. Number 1 6th print, not 11. Okay. So either way, there was a cover swap issue that I had heard about with Department of Truth number 11. I'm getting myself a little confused, a little crisscross with Paul there. But he says it's all being reprinted again. Maybe he's talking about more reprints, even though they called it the final print. Peter smells shenanigans. I agree with you. 6th print 150. Interesting. I really got to look into that. But yeah, that cover swap issue was interesting either way. Josh says the Virgin cover was way too pricey for the reprint number. Interesting. 11 is fine, he says. Man, maybe we got our stuff mixed up at the LCS then. Yeah, if 11's fine, then it had to have been that reprint thing that they were talking about. I don't know. There's so much going on in the comic book shop when I'm in there. I hear stuff, and it all gets jumbled immediately. So that's Marvel. That's Image. 1 Image book. We're rolling into my read of the week, my favorite book this week. And if you guys Can't guess this one. I don't know what to tell you. But seriously, best. This is Die Hard, hands down, my read of the week. Something is Killing the Children 18. If you have not read it, we're not going to spoil it. I'm not going to go into detail on what this is. I feel like I can't get enough of this. And I'm not the type of person to claim that this is a key or that's a key or that's not a key, but I believe first appearance, I can't really remember off the top of my head if the one character I'm thinking of, if we've seen him before or not. I've got to go back and reread the entire thing, and I just didn't have time. So first appearance potentially in this. I know there was a preview for 18 that was out several weeks ago. A couple of people saw a couple of pages and it already said, hey, first appearance. I think Paul Dunn actually pointed me to 18 and said, hey, he thinks this might be a first appearance as well. Either way, issue 18 does not disappoint. The only disappointment in issue 18 was that didn't have more pages with more story on it and led me right into 19 waiting to ready to go. 19's going to be a gangbuster of an issue. 18 was a great buildup. This freight train just continues building momentum every time I read. This is my favorite book out right now. It really is. Something's Killing the Children 18. Monday's carrying over to Wednesday and I can't talk, but fantastic cover. I'm digging the cover. Absolutely in love with the story, and we're tiny onion. We're Tynan. So I did it already. Where Tynan's taking this, but issue 18 also had a 1 in 25. So very interesting with this issue is that issue 18 only had the cover A and only had the 1 in 25. There's a store exclusives out there. I can't remember who did the store exclusive. That is actually pretty dope, and I'm regretting not ordering any. I think I might try to order a set here in a little while after the show. But that was it. No cover B. No 1 in 50. No 1 in 100. No, that was actually kind of a welcome sight. As much as I'm loving Something's Killing the Children, you'll see why I was actually kind of feeling good about not extra variants on that. Josh G says, nice, very few. Definitely the best read of the year. I'm with Josh G on this. Definitely one of the best reads of the year. And we will continue on with Boom Studios. And you'll see why I'm feeling better about there not being heavy variants for this, even though I would have rather have purchased a lot more variants for this. I dug myself a hole. I camped out in it. And now I'm guarding that hole because I feel like if I don't do it, I'm going to pay for it in the long run. Berserker issue 4 is out. And we're just going to go ahead and run right through this. And then we're going to talk about the book. Berserker issue 4 is out. Of course, you've got Grandpa variants or Grandpa covers. Of course, you've got foil covers going on here. And you know me, I love foils. I absolutely love foils. There's covers for days again for Berserker. Now, you take some other books. Nice foil there. And those books eventually taper off, right? Something's Killing the Children, issue 18. There weren't many variants. I know we're at issue 4. Here's a 1 in 25 Virgin variant. This actually screams sketch opportunity or commission opportunity. But at some point, it just gets. This is absurd. What was this? This was the 1 in 25 Andolfo. I'm digging Andolfo, and some of Andolfo's work over on Eve and some of the other stuff. I really am digging. So I stuck with this when I saw the Andolfo covers because I'm actually digging these covers. But this is kind of getting absurd. They're gonna do this. I'm gonna rant for a little bit, so stick with me, guys. Here, I'm gonna rant for a little bit. They're gonna do this for all 12 issues. I feel like I'm calling it right now. They're going to do this for all 12 issues. Every time a Berserker issue drops, if you want every cover that comes out of Diamond or wherever they're going to come out of at some point from your LCS, and you say, just give me all covers, all copies or something like that, it's going to be a $250 day just for Berserker for you for 12 issues for the whole run. I'm calling it. That's what it's going to be. And it's kind of ridiculous. I'm ranting, and hang out with me for a little bit. It's supposed to be a 6-issue series to start, right? Supposed to be a 6-issue series to start. 1 in 50. So what does that tell me? It tells me it was a 6-issue series to start, and it's now a 12-issue series. tells me they saw an opportunity. And I'm falling for it, honestly, because I like the spec value that this has, but I don't like the print runs. So it brings the spec value down a little bit. The idea behind Keanu Reeves being a part of this comic book and eventually this making it to an animated series or a movie or whatever they're talking about, 1 in 100, stellar opportunity for signatures and sketches. Either way, 6-issue miniseries, they have a plan. They're going to beat us all to death with the 6-issue miniseries. Then they just stretch it to 12. And then my complaint is that issue 2, 3, and 4 were extremely repetitive, in my opinion. I get it. I liked it. But I mean, seriously, they could have condensed issue 3 and issue 5. I feel like they're taking their original storyline and just kind of stretching it. So they stretched the storyline to 12 issues and didn't put any damn meat on the plate for the rest of those issues. I feel like I'm buying filler at full price. And I'm not very happy about that. I'm actually kind of irritated because I feel like they're trying to pull one over on me. And it really is kind of frustrating because I love the concept of this. I love the story thought of this. And the way it was moving at first was going well. I will say that issue 4, once I got done reading it, did pull me back in a little bit more. But I'm like, I had to read through 3 to get to 4. And it's like 3, I didn't even really need 3. You could have wrapped up all of 3 at the end of issue 2 and in 4 and just made it 3. So it tells me that they're stretching this out into 12 for an opportunity. And I'm actually really kind of frustrated at that because you know what's going to happen? Me and other people are just going to drop it and get cover A's, right? They're just going to drop it and get cover A's. It's returnable. The book is returnable. So LCSs are still going to order it, but people are only going to get cover A's. So that's going to devalue these ratio variants, in my opinion, heavily. Heavily. I think it's going to devalue these ratio variants heavily. And that's actually kind of frustrating. Because I really saw a lot of long-term value in this, and that's why I was sticking with it. And now, instead of it being long-term, it's extremely freaking long-term value is what's left for me. And it's really kind of frustrating. But this cover does kind of redeem it. It's freaking super, super sexy foil Andolfo 1 in 200. 1 in 200. Thanks for sticking with me while I ranted a little bit. But I mean, you guys, I know you guys feel me, and I know you guys agree. And if you don't agree, that's great. That's fine. Let's talk about it. And Josh G, it already has. Yes, you're not wrong. It already has. This is going to look stellar slabbed. This is probably going to go in my first CBCS submission when I get that set up. This just looks way too cool. I stuck with ordering these books because I'm getting opportunities at the really high ratio variants that I would rather not chase online. We all know that once stuff hits the secondary market, especially Berserker has a track record now. You pay what you're going to pay on to have it on a Wednesday. Come Wednesday night, come Thursday, the market gets flooded. This is going to be half of probably what the going rate was 2 days ago. And then it's just going to devalue these variants more in the long run, the way they're stretching out the story. Because they're still going to print a metric crap ton of this series, regardless of what people are actually ordering on their pull list and what they're going to their LCS for. They're going to print a metric ton of these no matter what, even if people don't want to buy them all. So that's just going to continue to devalue it more. And that is really kind of heartbreaking. It's really kind of frustrating. But the reason why I'm sticking with this and the reason why I'm continuing this absurd trend, in my opinion, of Berserker books is because I've got an absolutely perfect 9/8, 1 and 2. Ooh, don't drop it. Christ. This is a stellar, solid 9/8 candidate for this 1 in 200 foil Andolfo variant. And I'm in love with this foil. I love foils. I'm addicted to foils, especially when I can get them on New Comic Book Day. And, it's not like a foil that's been sitting in a bin 20 or 30 years that kind of has some wear on it. This is brand new. It's like buying a new car. Well, that's kind of ridiculous to say. But you guys kind of get me. If you've been watching, hanging out, you kind of get it. Cover buy only. The ratio variants, I only allow myself to do, I think, 3 titles in a year if they're going to be going all year, if they're not miniseries. 3 ongoing titles for ratio variants because it becomes completely unmanageable at 4, 5, and 6 titles trying to do all of the ratio variants. So I agree with Peter's Parker's Pants about only cover buys. I was there at that point, and I'm going to get back to only cover buys. You got that Berserker 3 1 in 50 for $7 last week. That's a stellar buy. That's a stellar buy. It's not a great story like somebody's killed their DOT. Isn't just Keanu Reeves as Wolverine. Yeah, I think some people have actually had that discussion, Josh, man. I love foil, Peter, man. Marvel's new ad, buy a foil cover. It's like buying a new car. Don't drop the 9.8, Kelly Clarkson. Yes, absolutely. So that's it for Boom Books. That's it for Boom Books. And then we're moving on to the rest of the indies. IDW's TMNT annual 2021 definitely hits the reading pile. I buy everything Turtles. And you know what? This is a great example of an ongoing series that's been fun to collect and fun to read when I can get caught up on it and just keep buying, because you don't get saddled with 8 or 9 or 10 variants, 1 in 100s, 1 in 200. And then, you know, you just don't get saddled with that kind of emotional debt, so to speak, and financial. It's not even really debt. I mean, hopefully you're not buying comics on credit, but I digress. It's just been a fun one to pick up and collect. And like I said, it's absurd. There's more comic books than I even have room for on this desk. And you guys should see the piles everywhere right now because of Wednesdays. I'm letting myself do like this. But we're still with the indies. Aftershock Comics, Phantom on the Scan from Cullen Bunn. This was fantastic. This was really good. This was like the second book that I read today. Really digging this. I like what they're doing with this. I like the covers, how they have the covers set up and the way they're laying those out. There's not a lot of variants. I have no idea what the print run is, but it's probably not going to be high for Phantom on the Scan. I feel like this has a really good potential to be a decent show. I really kind of do. If you haven't read this and you like horror, if you like Gideon Falls, if you like Something is Killing the Children, if you like anything in Tynan, and if you've read Cullen Bunn and you like Cullen Bunn before, then this is right up your alley and you should probably pick it up, probably check it out. So issue 4 is really good, and I think they're hitting their stride with that series. Looking forward to that. And you know what happens occasionally on New Comic Book Day? Once in a blue moon, you get home with your whole stack of books and like, man, I don't remember ordering this, and I don't even remember what it's about, and I don't even remember seeing it at the LCS when I was cashing out. So the last book you'll ever read, I probably added this to my pull list from previews, thinking about the title. I'm like, the last book you'll ever read. Maybe I just want to grab that and just see what it's all about. So that's in the reading pile as well. AWA Upshots Resistance Uprising, adding to the reading pile as well. Issue 4, did not get to that yet. Did not get to issue 3 yet either. You guys are going to hate on me, and you can hate on me all you want. There's some stuff just has to hit the reading pile. What I'm definitely going to read tonight, though, is from Behemoth Comics, You Promised Me Darkness, number 4 is out. This is quirky, this is weird, and this really is dark. You Promised Me Darkness definitely is delivering on darkness. So if you like horror, if you like quirky kind of indie reads, this one is right up your alley. So those are the New Comic Book Day books, and let me grab this great back issue pull that I found today. That was actually like, I walked in and I'm like, is that what I think it is? Yeah. And what's that down there? Oh, that's a newsstand. I wish I had a newsstand gimmick like Carson does. Spawn number 9 newsstand edition in very, very, very good shape. Just needs a stellar cleaning. And I seriously think that this one has a chance at being high grade, not a 9.8, but a high grade. A candidate worthy of sending off to get graded, in my opinion. And I don't know. Maybe I've just the turn times on gradings. I don't know, but it's one of those issues. Spawn number 9 is one of those issues where if I find it and I think the price is agreeable for the condition that it's in, I usually don't hesitate and I just grab it. So adding that to the collection, setting that off to the side for now. So those are the raw issues that I grabbed. And while you 30 people you're here watching, let's reveal those slabs really quick. Let me hit up this chat. Then we're going to get out the stack of slabs. We're going to count how many slabs we're up to for the Slabaganza giveaway. And we're going to show you guys that stack that's going on. So come on, Mama's still here hanging out. Good to see you. Thanks for being here again. If I didn't already say it earlier, Steve White, good to see you, man. Thanks for popping in on New Comic Book Day. One Shot Comics. I'm a sucker for foil. I need a gimmick for that on here. I need a video gimmick where I'm a sucker for foil. I know M3 Lions actually made a nice little video clip not too long ago changing the I Love Gold. The the Austin Powers gimmick with the I Love Gold. He changed to I Love Foil and sent that to me, and that was a blast. I got to find that again. Don't drop the 9.8, Kelly Clarkson. Absolutely, it better not. Ooh, Berserker foil, so shiny. It is it's a stellar cover. And I find myself in situations with my LCS where if I want these stellar covers and I don't want to chase them later on, it's a convenience factor too. I don't want to chase them. If I just order one copy of every cover that comes out or every printing that comes out for a series, because if it's a series that I believe in, it's a series that I really want to read, and I'm early enough to the game, when I first find it in previews, I'm generally the first person to ask for it. Therefore, I end up getting all like the 1 per store variants, a lot of those. The Berserker 1 per store variant, it's the second person in line, so that's one of the only other issues that I don't have, plus that 1 in 1,000. Pretty sure the last foil I bought was Wildcats 2. Nice. When it came out, absolutely. Did you not get the Tales of Villainy Star Wars Adventures? So that's the thing. I got a little confused today. I thought that was going to be in my pull list. I should have grabbed it. I saw it on my LCS's YouTube video last night, and I'm like, okay, cool. Those should be in my pulls. What I didn't realize is that I'm pulling Star Wars Adventure, High Republic Adventures, but I didn't have the standard Star Wars Adventures on my pull list for some reason. I thought I was pulling that. Apparently I didn't. So by the time I got there, the only cover that was left were 2 copies of cover 8, and they both had pretty major spine ticks on them. And I'm like, you win some, you lose some. I'm not a really big fan of buying books that are that kind of rough with spine ticks on New Comic Book Day. It's like, if I really want to read it, I'll order it on Comixology or something like that. I'll do a digital read on that. But yeah, that was supposed to be a first appearance and a first cover appearance for cover B, if I remember correctly. So pretty decent spec on that one, Josh G. I should have grabbed it. I didn't think about it because it automatically, my brain's like, yes, you're pulling everything for Star Wars. That'll be there. But like I said, you win some, you lose some. I was definitely wrong on that one. Paul Dunn's got nothing but fire for us. Absolutely love that cover. Yes. Great book to have, he says. Very nice. That is definitely the Spawn number 9 they're talking about, that newsstand. That's a lot tougher to find and really high grade. Well, looky. There's Miss Angela. Nice score. Absolutely. Nice grab. Yes. Slab it up, pinkies out. Definitely want to do that. Hopefully the turn times continue to get better. I've heard rumor that they got a little bit better. Trying to cut back on variants, but ended up with 4. So I actually did cut the variants for The Last Ronin at my LCS today. I said, just give me cover A. I'm just God only knows how long Last Ronin is going to take to finish. And with the additional printings that they continue to do, what today was number 3, the second printing, if I remember correctly. And it was just an interior page of April. And I don't know. I just feel like I'm going to get frustrated. It's just an interior page. It was a decent looking interior page, but come on. It's a $9 comic book. And you're just going to slap an interior page on it? I get it with Marvel and DC cutting corners and throwing an interior page on a cover of a variant, but they're only charging $3.99, $4.99, $5.99. They're not charging $8.99 or $9.99 for a book. Not always. DC, I'm looking at you, DC. But a $9 second printing of issue 3 of The Last Ronin, and all you're going to give us is an interior page on the cover? No. Done. Cover A's it. I'm just getting cover A's to finish off that collection. Am I the only one that's frustrated? Are you guys frustrated about that? It seems to be just a little bit more prevalent. It used just like a Marvel kind of DC thing. And then the indies? The indies are just going to slap an interior page on the cover of a $9 book? I'm getting a little bit... I'm moving on. Steve White, Berserker foil, absolutely. And die cut, very cool. Hey, Mom, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I love you. I will call you soon, trust me. It's been hectic, and it is not going to slow down right now. Oh, yeah, die cut. I'm a sucker for that as well. Punisher Warzone from 89 or 91 or 92. Maybe it was 91, 92. That Punisher Warzone number 1 die cut is one of my favorite books to collect in high grade, too. Don't buy anything made with Velcro. It's a total ripoff. Awesome. Very nice. I get it. So many stairs, Hulk voice. Yes. Cover B. Absolutely. Crazy week for me. 27 books and 170 out of pocket for Steve. Expensive paper. is correct. I've heard a lot of people in the community just call it expensive paper. Yeah, I didn't get any second prints of the last run. I got a couple at first. I think I got a second print of issue 1 and issue 2, but then issue 3 is sitting there and I'm like, they didn't even try. They didn't even try. They didn't even think about it for a couple of days. They just said, do it and go. And it's like, it kind of rubs me the wrong way. Yeah, Steve, things are getting out of control. Absolutely. Long-term cover A is the way to go. Peter Parker's pants is correct there. So yes, caught up with the chat. 26 of you guys still here hanging tough. Let's reveal those slabs for that Slabaganza giveaway. There's what, 15, 16, 14 subscribers to go before we get that live stream scheduled to give away these slabs. And this is not a light stack of slabs. I thought this was going to be great. And now I'm like, this is getting heavy. This is getting really heavy. So let's see if I can make some room here. Yeah, we're going to make some room here real quick. Stay tuned. We're making room. Got piles making piles of books everywhere. I will say that Berserker 4 came in this week and was absolutely the sharpest corners, the sharpest spines, and the most perfectly looking books I've seen in a hot minute. Seriously. I mean, they look really, 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 really good. And I was absolutely pleased to see that, especially for the high ratio variants. All right, there we go. We got some room made. Previews can go over there for the moment. So let's get into this stack of slabs for the Slabaganza giveaway. I'm excited because, I mean, this is kind of coinciding a little bit. Last month, we celebrated the 2-year anniversary of ComicManAndy on YouTube. So we just on the tail end of that. We're going to be able to do this Slabaganza giveaway here if we get past that 1,000 mark there and get this scheduled. But I need to step up my slab storage game like Burke Family 54 does with these Mylars. Pick this up. Batman issue 497. Bane breaks Batman's back. 9.6 white pages in that Mylar protector. That is part of that giveaway. That is part of the Slabaganza giveaway. That's one. What are we up to right now? Well, this is number 2. Also in Mylar. Thor, number 6, 9.8 white pages. This is the Comics Elite, I think. Comics Elite edition. Stellar cover. 9.8 white pages. That's on the giveaway. Absolutely. But wait, there's more. Uncle Todd, the Todd father, Gorilla Todd Comics. We won this from his road to 1,000 subscribers. So we are passing this on to the community. We are sending this comic karma back around. This 9.8 white page New Mutants number 1. That's in the Slabaganza giveaway as well. And I'm doing it. I'm giving away some Saga. Saga Image First 2014, number 1, 9.6 white pages. That's in the giveaway as well. And we just need some more room here. You're not seeing double. This is another issue of Saga 2014 Image First, number 1, 9.6. And because you can definitely triple stamp a double stamp, there is a third copy, 9.6 2014 Image First Saga, number 1. So there's 3 Saga books going out. I'm sure there's some people that would love to get into collecting some Saga books. This is a great opportunity to win those slabs. And one of my all-time favorite Jim Lee Punisher covers, Punisher Armory number 1, 9.8 white pages. That's in the Slabaganza giveaway as well. So what are we're up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're up to 8 slabs. We're up to 8 slabs, and we got another 9/8 free comic book day, the Dark Age. The Dark Age has just recently come back, and they're finishing out this series. So this might have some renewed interest if somebody's out there looking for Dark Age books. Ooh, there we go. Free comic book day, Dark Age number 1, 9.8. So there we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 slabs to give away for the Slabaganza giveaway, and I cannot wait. If I can add more, we're going to try, but can you imagine the logistics behind shipping all these? Steve White said he's never read Saga. Steve? Ooh. I think I should probably find some more Saga trade paperbacks. Do you guys remember the holiday giveaway we did for Christmas? We did the 3 big mystery boxes. I had Saga trade paperback volume 1s in each of those boxes that went out. Vote in the chat really quick here, in the live chat. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Who thinks that I should get a Saga trade paperback to correspond with each one of these slabs going out? For anybody that hasn't read it, at least they can... Oh, Chubby, come on. You know better than that. Why not? What do you guys think? How about stacking that on there too? A Saga trade paperback. There's 8 slabs to give away for the Slab-A-Gadza giveaway. How about I grab 8 trade paperback copies of #1 of Saga to add for each of these winners? And it's one resounding #1. Yes, Peter Parker Spence. We're going to do that right now tonight then. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to go order 8 copies of that because I think there's going to be a couple of weeks before we hit 1,000. And if anyways, I'll just schedule that live giveaway after those come. So every slab will have a corresponding copy of Saga the trade paperback. Because I still kind of see some people out there hanging out saying that they haven't read Saga, but they're interested. Well, here's a great opportunity. There's 8 great opportunities. So how do you guys enter? How do you guys win? If you're new here, and you haven't seen the video on there, go to the main page, go to the main YouTube page, and the very first video for returning people and new people showing up is the Slab-A-Gadza giveaway video. In that video, watch that where we preview some of the slabs, and then it'll say comment in the comment, not in the chat, but comment in the comments down below with the hashtag Slab-A-Gadza giveaway. That's one entry there. The next entry is head on over to the top 50 comic books of 2021 video for the channel and do the same thing. Enter there by using that hashtag Slab-A-Gadza giveaway. Make a comment down there and then add that hashtag. That's your second entry. For a third entry, head on over to the Whatnot app. If you don't know what the Whatnot app is, look it up. Whatnot is a great platform. That's a great app for people to sell comic books and Funko Pops and other things on live streaming auctions that have been a blast. Follow me on the Whatnot app. Just search for ComicManAndy on the Whatnot app and you follow me there. That's your third entry. All of the Whatnot followers, that list of followers is just going to get copy and pasted and put right over on a notepad here, and they're going to be automatically added to the wheel. Whether they like it or not, they're all getting added for free stuff, right? Absolutely. Comics and Death Metal, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Hell, I'll pass it along and read it. Yeah, if you win and you guys already have a copy, by all means, find somebody, a neighbor or somebody that's really interested in the books that hasn't read Saga, and just share that Saga love out. Absolutely. I don't know about that, but you guys make this all special. So you guys are the man and the women hanging out with us, making this great, and this great comic karma, this great energy, right? Because comic books, this connective tissue that is comic books, it's fantastic. But the most fantastic thing all day, every day, and every week are all of you guys here hanging out. You guys ever watch these live streams from start to finish and see how I start? And then where you see where I'm at in about 30 minutes, you guys really ramp me up and you guys really recharge my batteries every time I'm on here. So I absolutely love it. I love having an opportunity to give back and make it kind of fun corresponding with this goal of the road to 1,000 subscribers. I can't wait. You guys, this channel, it's just, you guys are phenomenal. You guys hanging out watching, you guys are phenomenal. This channel has almost 8,000 watch hours. Excuse me? Yeah. The minimum watch hours for that 1,000 subscriber mark for YouTube is 4,000. This channel hit 8,000 last week or beginning of this week. It blows my mind. I love hanging out with you guys. Absolutely. All the time. So that just tells me where you guys are at. So I'm going to continue doing this because I absolutely love it. And it's a blast. And you guys, if you guys keep showing up, it's just going to keep perpetuating. It's just going to get better and better and better. It's going to be a lot of fun because of everything that's been going on. Another announcement while you guys are hanging out here. The ComicManAndy is on a goal to take some of the Whatnot funding that's happening from letting go of these books. Some of that Whatnot funding goes back into the books for the Whatnot auctions. They all start at $1. The community kind of sets that where they wanted to go, where they wanted to get it up to. They all start at $1 for 1 minute long. So some of that money goes to source more books for the next Whatnot auction. Some of that money I am kind of saving a little bit here and there. It's time to build a new PC. It's time to start bringing you guys really high quality video. It's time to really start working on that. I have the knowledge. I know how to do it. I just got to get the hardware. And the PC market hardware has been a struggle bus the last 2 years. It's finally looking positive. There is a retail store not too far from a couple hours from where I live, where they have 90% of the parts. I just got to find a new video card at some point. Either way, I digress. But it's time. I want to step up that video game and actually have fun with that too and learn and get into editing. What is it? DaVinci? I think DaVinci is the free one that's really good. A lot of people use, and start using OBS. I've been putting off using OBS too long. OBS will be a lot of fun with live streams here. Let me move along here on the chat really quick. Just shared your mug on IG. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I've got the whole saga run and I've never read it. Are you serious, man? Are you serious? Dude. You got the whole run. You haven't read it. Wow. Absolutely. Once again, Comics and Death Metal, good to see you. Thanks for being here, man. Slab-a-ganza giveaway. That's the hashtag. Absolutely. Don't forget to use that. The people have spoken. You get a saga. You get a saga, and you get a, oh, I need to make that. I need to make a meme and a GIF out of that. Absolutely, dude. That's cool. Just shared you on IG. Thank you, sir. Little, good to see you. Just got approved for live Whatnot myself. Excited and nervous for my first debut. Don't be nervous. Be excited. Don't be nervous. Little, before you schedule your live app, hit me, or your live auction when you're getting ready, message me on Instagram, and one of these Mondays or Wednesday nights or a Thursday or Friday night, I'll just do an impromptu live stream where we can get you to pop on and I'll answer all your questions. Like whatever you got, it's really straightforward. I got some pretty good tips. I think that it can help some people out. We'll just make that a community kind of live stream where you and I can hop on it. You don't have to be on video if you don't want to or whatever, but it'd actually be a good thing to actually do live and then have it be on the channel so other people can come watch and check out too. So yeah, if you're interested in that, that'd be pretty fun. Comics and Death Metal, awesome name. Absolutely. That's one of the great OG YouTuber names out there in the comic community. Comics and Death Metal, I've known him for years now, hanging out with him. This is a tight community. This is absolutely a tight community. This is the best community on YouTube, bar none. Absolutely. Peep and Perry's people. Peter Parker's pants. That's what he was getting at. We watch ComicManAndy because you're truly enthusiastic and it shows. Love your show. Hey, thanks. You guys help fuel that fire, right? You guys really help fuel that enthusiasm. I'll head over to Whatnot and follow. Yeah, Whatnot. You don't even have to buy. You can just sit there and hang out in the chat and watch what books go for. If you think about it this way, Whatnot's a great tool to see what books are selling for in the very moment of an auction at Whatnot. Like if you think something's hot, you're not really sure. You can kind of see where that's trending before the people on eBay start bumping up their prices. You know what I mean? Layman Branson, 2IG. Okay, good. I'll look for you, man. I will look for you. And if not, look for me, ComicManAndy. I'll try to make sure we get dialed in there. I'm interested. Oh boy. I'm sorry, man. You're interested too. Okay, so we'll try to think about that. And this upcoming Sunday, I want to do another kind of bagging and boarding community Sunday hangout. And it'll just be Whatnot, how to set up on Whatnot. If Little's interested in doing it that soon, this Sunday or the Sunday after, we'll leave it up to Little. We'll see what goes on with that. So what's next? We've gone over New Comic Book Day books. We're already 43 minutes in. Holy moly. Paul Dunn hopes he can join. Absolutely. We've gone through the books. We've gone through the Slab-a-ganza giveaway slabs. We are not far from making that Slab-a-ganza giveaway happen. And that's going to be a live stream on a Saturday night. And it's going to be epic. Once that marks hit, then that's when I'm going to look at my schedule for a couple of week period or a month and pick one. And I'm going to talk to other community members because I don't want to throw a big party live stream if somebody else is planning one on the same night. It'd be great to have everybody come and hang out and everybody celebrate. So I don't want to like double stamp, a triple stamp, a double stamp. You know what I mean? Like to try to double stream over somebody else's big hangout or a big celebration. I would actually rather be there with them and their celebration than to try to double stream over them. So I digress. I'm not going to recap the books this week. You guys have all been here for the entire almost hour that we've been going. We've gone over those slabs. We've gone over the New Comic Book Day books. We've gone over a couple of announcements. I am actually going to close out with you guys here in a little bit. We'll hit up this chat one more time. We'll close out. And then I'm going to get to loading books for my Whatnot auction. That's my last announcement. August 6th is another Whatnot auction. Follow me on over there. There's a nice little placeholder video, and I've actually already started adding slabs on there. There's 4 or 5 slabs already listed, and there is a mystery slab. There's a mystery 9.8 slab on there that is listed to start for $1 for a 1-minute auction, and that thing has a value close to $2,000. I hope people get pumped for that because I'm hoping to bring a really good deal to the community. That's going to be a ton of fun. So once again, let's hit up this chat. Oh yeah, we actually really did hit up all this chat. Head over and check out on Whatnot. Absolutely. Paul says he hopes he can join. We have to talk about Kazoo sometimes. Absolutely. Oh yeah, because you're over in Detroit, aren't you? dude, we got our Motor City tickets locked in. We got to talk about that. Yes. Hit me up on IG or maybe this next Sunday when I'm doing just a standard bagging and boarding live stream, because there's no agenda there. It's just bagging and boarding comic books and talking about whatever comes up. Steve White, he loves foil. Absolutely, guys. It's been a blast. I'm recharged. I hope you guys are recharged too. Like we said, this connective tissue that's comic books, it's a fantastic thing, right? But the most fantastic thing are all of you, every day, all day, every week, hanging, banging, slanging, clanging, everything that everybody loves to say, and just having a good time. I hope if you're just showing up, you turn back and catch the replay for this when it posts. It's been a really good day. It's been a much better day with you guys. Absolutely. So yeah, you all know how I'm going to do it, right? I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go piggies out. I'm going to catch you all on the flip side for the next video. Remember, the most important part, stay original. Take care of each other. See y'all next time.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
I love gold. Excuse me while I change. The holler boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty.
I have a package for you.
I love gold. I love gold.